freedom in your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, homegain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to homegain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to homegain.com. Use their home sale maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange home gain gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's homegain.com. HOMEGAIN.com. Check them out today.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Lex, Ruth, Tim, George, and Howard. I appreciate those guys holding. I won't be able to take any more calls after that because I've got other financial news I need to get to. Illegal alien groups rioted all over the country, set fire to buildings in Santa Cruz, attacked people. They've got signs up saying we're going to kill police if we're not given free health care, free housing, and no taxes. I mean, these are actual quotes. They're saying we're going to kill you with pickaxes. I mean, it just goes on and on. There's almost a complete national media blackout. AP reported on the people with torches marching in Santa Cruz, trying to burn down restaurants full of men, women, and children. That is coming up. I also want to get to the White House press dinner and some of the incredibly arrogant Orwellian statements from Barack Hussein Obama, real name Barry Soetoro, Indonesian citizen. Forget the Kenyan thing. You got his wife admitting he's from Kenya in a speech, and you've got the fake birth certificate. But we know he became an Indonesian citizen. We know his name's Barry Soetoro, and he made jokes about that, too, so that's coming up. But right now, let's go to your phone calls. Let's talk to Lex in Ohio. Lex, go ahead.
Thank you. James Traficant was by far the best guest, at least this last interview. It's the best interview I've heard on your show in 18 months of being a fan. Thank you so much. Get this guy a weekly spot or get him his own GCN show or something. But Ohioans love James Traficant, and I know the truther scene is going to start loving this guy, too. I also want to say that I'm not a TV watcher, but last night I went to my buddy's house and I watched a new episode of The Simpsons, and it was about having a British-style surveillance system in the city of Springfield.
Burns told me the government with Mr. Burns, who's supposedly like David Rockefeller, plants uranium on Homer to claim terrorists are going to attack so they can set up a police state and loot the pension funds.
Absolutely. I mean, it was so poignant, and it fits in really well. So I encourage people to go to the evil Hulu.com. It's on there, and you can see it today.
But expanding on that, 6 months before 9/11, Fox TV, same folks that run The Simpsons, ran a lone gunman episode, and I've talked to the people on the show, Dean Haglund and others. The CIA came to them, planted that storyline that the government hijacks a passenger jet by remote control to fly it in the World Trade Center, to blame it on Afghanistan, and to set up a police state in the United States, and the government uses drills of the exact same thing happening, so NORAD stands down. So it's just like Obama saying, yeah, at least my ratings are as high as the place of my birth, or are high in Kenya. That's why he said, you know, all these jokes are paid for by Goldman Sachs, whether you like it or not. They're making money whether you laugh or not. Some Republicans have suggested the health care bill contained a few secret provisions. That's untrue. There are hundreds. That's actually true. See, criminals love to brag. They love to tell you, we're going to do this on 9/11. They love to tell you, we're going to set off a dirty bomb and blame it on Homer Simpson, a.k.a. the Tea Party. They love flaunting it as like a psychological preconditioner. Go ahead, Lex.
Well, and I agree with you totally. I mean, it does seem like they're planting seeds. If you'll let me be cerebral for just a split second, though, the subplot to the story is about how Lisa, no one believes her because she has blonde hair, so she dyes her hair brown, and suddenly everyone agrees with her opinions. And I think that's kind of a tell about where people put their faith, especially in terms of media outlets or information, whether it comes from the government or from different media outlets. I thought that was a really brilliant kind of subtext to the whole episode. I don't know if that'll be lost on most people. So I do think you're right that they are planting seeds, but at the same time, I think that there's maybe kind of a little more, a push to say, hey, if you're really paying attention, we're telling you what's going on. The last thing I want to ask you, Alex, and this is just playing devil's advocate, but when we see those people that are supposedly illegal threatening violence and things like that, is there a chance that those people are COINTELPRO, that they're plants? I got my verbal militia buddies on the line here. We're all chatting while we're on, and just kind of want to know what you think about.
I appreciate your call, but to even try to describe why I don't believe that's the case, hundreds of pieces of data go into my statement that this is real. If these were provocateur actions of the illegals, burning down buildings, knocking out the windows of 20-plus facilities, they said 18, now it's 20, running around with signs saying we're going to kill police, running around with pickaxes saying we're going to kill you. If that was provocateur, they'd have people, what are we going to do, America? And they'd have a solution, naked body scanners or kicking the illegals out. There's almost a complete news blackout. When something's staged, you see the PR frenzy that comes immediately when it happens. I mean, I knew the underwear bombing was staged because 10 minutes after it was announced on the news, they were saying, don't worry, we've now ordered naked body scanners. I knew they'd ordered them a year before. Then it came out, witnesses on the plane, so they helped him get on the plane. He was protected, and the U.S. government admitted, okay, it was part of, some secret thing. We ordered him to be allowed on. And then the evidence goes on from there. We cover it in my new police state film, The Rise of FEMA. This woman saying, I got pickaxes, I'm going to kill you. If she is a provocateur, she is going to win the Academy Award. No, I've been around it. I've seen it. I understand it. And so, no, there could be provocateur in the future, but the globalists want the illegals here. They want to bankrupt the states. They want an outside voting bloc. So they're not covering it. It's the cover-up that tells you it's real. We've had real terror attacks in America. We've had hundreds of them. Back in the 60s and 70s, there were hundreds of real communist bombings that would be in the news but the back of the paper. And U.S. policy was, we don't give attention to terrorism. And any mainline media reporter, people that have been in the news for 30, 40 years, they'll tell you that was the rule. You report it, but you don't fearmonger, and you don't give it a lot of attention. Because that then makes real terrorists attack more if that's their aim. See, the terrorists want the media attention. So when it's a government-staged terror attack, they're going to hype it because they're the terrorist. You have to understand the psychology of this. But again, no, this is real. In fact, I had Watson post my film, Battle for the Republic, a mini film that was part of Endgame. It's the extras, or one of the extras. And, you can see illegals with police beating citizens up. They're with the police. They're with the government. I showed you a headline earlier out of Tennessee where they got $105,000 from illegal aliens, drug money, and just let it go. In fact, will you guys pull that up? Because I can't find it. Got too many articles in here. See, I said I'd go to your calls, and I'm not even going to have time to if I don't shut up. Where is it? Pull up that headline that we printed an hour ago out of the Knoxville News. where they just let the illegals go. The illegal aliens are above the law. We'll put that on screen for people, and I'll give you the actual headline. Deputy sees 105,000 after Mexicans deny cash was theirs, and they just let them go. See, if that was a citizen, your life would be over. If citizens would have set fires in Santa Cruz in front of the police and been running around, there weren't any riot police there for their illegal alien rally, which was announced a week before, because it's politically incorrect to have police for them. But you got sound cannons and plenty of cops for the American people. I'm sick of being discriminated against. Whether you're Hispanic, black, white, it doesn't matter. The New World Order is for open borders. We have the SPP documents. We have got to expose this now. Ruth in Louisiana, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, Alex, how you doing?